Hello everyone and welcome to Net Crypto, where you get important information and news about all coins and tokens of interest. And today we are taking a look at Tectonic with the ticker symbol Tonic, right? So I know that a lot of people are upset. A lot of investors are upset with Tectonic. So we want to answer the question, was Tectonic a scam? Right? Why am I asking this question? Well, I'm going to just highlight the comment because a lot of people are feeling the pain of what has happened with Tectonic, and their voices are not really heard. Right? They are just right there on Coin Market Cap. So we're going to read one of them by this investor, Coldplay. So what does he say? Tonic completely scam, team scam token. I have staked it for 1 year. In the beginning of their new staking system, they said they made a mistake and drowned percentage around 200% or something. Apologies for that English. I don't think that makes a lot of sense. But I think he's saying that the percentage was around 200% that they said. This is the greatest percentage, and everyone sent their tokens to this staking program. So basically, he's saying they said the return API, whatever, 200%, right? And then after 1 day, the team made statement that it is a wrong percentage and the real one is below 3% for 1 year. So in conclusion, we have one more useless blockchain, crypto.com, right? And they are, okay, so I think he's talking about the Kronos chain, and the same absolutely useless project as it is. The Tonic fell below 96% from their high. I can say with confidence there is no project rebirth from these figures, right? And we see a lot of people replying here. They will continue creating to keep everyone interested until the end of time. Bearish sentiments, right? Read the white paper's pages. They spelled it out: long-term, inexpensive utility coin with low market cap. You're in it or not. You're not, so take care, right? And then you see another bearish. Hey, dude, I can also create a white paper and then just correct the figures. Why not? Okay, so he's just replying. So a lot of people, if you're watching this video, right, you probably invested. I was investing in Tectonic. When I saw my investment going to 30% loss, I just divested, right? You need to have a stop loss in every investment you make, right? Depending on your tolerance, you can have 10% loss, 15% loss, 20%. Me, I usually go around the 20-30% loss, right? Once I've lost 20% or 30%, depending on the metrics, right, I divest, right? And I did mention this to the community when I was even waiting for Bitcoin to go below that 15,000. If you've been subscribed to the channel for a while, you would know we spoke about these things, right? So is there a scamming element in Tectonic? I can confidently say most definitely yes, right? As investors, when you look at the data later on, right? Tectonic was launched right here, which was around December 2021, right? Now we are going almost 2 years of Tectonic, right? And a lot of YouTubers don't make this. I have been covering Tectonic, right? What has been happening? We've been hopeful of the team listing on multiple exchanges. That's one thing that we did ask for, and up until now, right, we have not seen this really happening, right? And the people behind Tectonic is obviously the CEO of Crypto.com, right? Because even if you just check the Twitter right here, you see that Kronos chain, right? Kronos, that's the chain for Crypto.com. We see here they are tagging Tectonicfy on their post. And we do see that Tectonic is the only tier 1 exchange it is listed on is Crypto.com, right? And we all know how Crypto.com is strict when it comes to even investors trading on their platform, right? They are very strict. You can't even deposit your tokens unless you KYC. Now imagine how strict they have to be in actually listing a token on their exchange. And you saw how the CEO, Chris Mazalek, how he was applauding Tectonic when it initially launched. But the story that we do see now is that we need to be honest and look at the data. That's the only way we're going to be investors. We're going to grow as investors, right? And wise up against being taken for a ride. Because if you invested in the pre-sale, just take a look at how the price dropped. If you invested in the pre-sale, it dropped like a rock. And it never even went up to 50% of what the price was in the pre-sale, right? That's what we're talking about here, right? And this is the reason why, like right now, the channel focus is on these pre-sales. Like if you've been subscribed, you recently subscribed, you're just watching what is this Tectonic all about. This is a token that I've been covering for a very long time here on this channel. And the team basically have not listened to anyone, right? We wanted to see this Tectonic being listed on multiple exchanges. If it was listed on multiple exchanges, we would be seeing a similar story to Dog Elon Mars, where it's closely aligned to the market. For example, let's check this on the 1 day. On the 1 day, it's 1% down. Multiple projects today are up because Bitcoin is up, right? So you do see here Bitcoin, if you go to Bitcoin on the 1 day, right, you see that Bitcoin, of course, on the 1 day, it's up. We go on the 7 days, we are 3% up on the 7 days, right? We take a look at Tectonic on the 7 days, we are 2% are down on Tectonic, right? Because Tectonic is not listed on multiple exchanges. Because of this, it doesn't closely follow the prices of the market, the price of Bitcoin. Because if that was the case, we're going to be following through the price of Bitcoin. We're not going to only be left in the dumps. It takes about a week for Tectonic to actually wake up, right, and follow the rest of the market. So they do not want Tectonic to be listed on any other exchange except on crypto.com. That's why I say this project, Tectonic, is owned by crypto.com, right? So the scheme attribute that we see here is in the pre-sale, right, that we're seeing, because we're seeing tons of pre-sales right now where a lot of people are being taken for a ride. We are even naming some of these pre-sale as case studies to see how they are working. Here, this was a classic buy in the pre-sale and soon after launch, dump the price, right? The only reason a token would dump after release is because the team is releasing their tokens, right? Their tokens are worthless because they just minted them. They just released them against investors who invested real ETH, real CRO during the pre-sale. And then soon after launch, they go and release, and then it dumps, right? This is a lesson for us as investors. So what can we expect in terms of Tectonic? Definitely, we can expect maybe a 1x, right, for Tectonic, 2x conservatively, a 1x, right, hopefully up to a 5x for Tectonic, right, because after all, it is the main lending and borrowing protocol for the Kronos chain. You can see that it's been positioned by crypto.com as the main lending and borrowing protocol. If crypto.com falls down flat, right, if crypto.com exchange dies, Tectonic would die with it because they are married together, right? Crypto.com and Tectonic are married together. If crypto.com falls, so will Tectonic. That's the huge risk here. So you can see that Tectonic is closely aligned with crypto.com. These guys, wherever you go, I go, right? So Tectonic, look at those markets, right? It's only on crypto.com exchange and VVS Finance. That's it. Nothing else, right? They're not even on Bitmart. They're not on Get.io. They're not on OKX. They're not on anything else. They're not on Coinbase. They're just on crypto.com. So let me know what you think. Do you think that crypto.com is a scam? For me, I'll say it's not totally a scam, but there was some scamming factor in the pre-sale, right? They simply took everyone for a ride. Those who bought in the pre-sale, I definitely did not buy in the pre-sale. So what is the hope for Tectonic? So like I said, for Dog Elon Mars, it's the same thing for this project, right? If you had invested, let's say 1,000 into the pre-sale, chances are you're not going to be able to recover that amount, right? But if you look at the current price point that we're seeing right now, right, we are seeing here 6012. Can we expect the price of Tectonic to go to 6024? That's a 1x. Right? So if you had invested $100 or $1,000, can we reasonably expect that Tectonic is going to go to 6024, which is a 1x? Most definitely, yes. If that's the case, you can throw in $100, and when it goes to 6024, you have actually recovered your investment. Bye-bye, right? Tectonic, you still got that initial investment that you made, but now it's risk-free. But it's still a lot of risk to put more money into Tectonic because the price can go even lower. We have even seen Tectonic going to 7088. 7080. We've seen that, right? So it's up to each and everyone to make their own choice. But yes, We need to wise up as investors. Investing in pre-sales is not the way to go, right? Chances are, if you invest in a pre-sale, you're going to be taken for a ride. We do see the story quite clear here, right, with Tectonic. Everyone who invested in the pre-sale has been in the red from the start, right? It's not a cute picture. It's not a cute chart, right? So let me know what you think down there in the comment section. Don't forget to thumbs up for the video if you appreciate the content. That helps support the channel. So thank you. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next one.